Well, this landscaping terraforming work is coming along. I got the main retaining wall done maybe about a year ago, and now I'm working on leveling out the interior and getting ready to build something. It's going to be a 12 by 20 cabin type building in the middle there. And I'm planning to do concrete slab construction in there, which I've never done before. More usually I've done like patio paver style, like you can see on the future rain tank base there, which always seemed a little bit easier than mixing up concrete. But I've got a MudMixer tool which I'm going to try to use successfully. I'm going to do kind of a trial run, proof of concept on this little porch stoop entryway area. Then a friend of mine's gonna help me tackle the big boy. I've got it framed out in this composite decking Trex type material, which is what I'm used to using, which is not really the way you normally frame out slabs. Normally you'd use 2x lumber and then remove it, but I'm planning to leave it in place. Which I don't know if that's don't know if there's any drawbacks to that or not. We're gonna find out. To me it seems a little bit, I'm just more comfortable using the Trex, and I don't want boards to warp while I have in between setting them up and pouring the concrete. Backfilled with gravel all the way around it, which should give me some semblance of a little bit of drainage. Probably professional would do it a little bit differently, but that's not me. This is the MudMixer and the little test slab I'm gonna try to do today. So there's a place here on the MudMixer for you to attach a garden hose, and then you can dial your water in with that knob there. But there's no pressurization system. Like, it kind of assumes you have city water or some kind of pressurization solution, which is what I purport to have over here. This is so I don't have city water. I'm more out of a tank water situation. So I've got this pressurization water pump running off a generator that I've been pretty happy with, this generator. But so this has the reservoir tank that it pressurizes, and then it keeps it at a particular PSI. And I think that's pretty much what you want. I've used one of these before in irrigation, so hoping this works out well. Like, you might be able to get away with a little transfer pump, but I wouldn't have too much high hopes on that, because I think they're more made for going like full bore, not really having their PSI throttled or maintaining it PSA while throttled. So I think this is probably what you want. This comes from Harbor Freight. I've used one before, had good results. So I got this frame filled pretty well in short order. I got it screeded down and did a rough float job on it, waiting for it to dry a little bit more. Things pretty much went to plan, just I didn't get much action shots because it was all action once I started. I used a recip saw around the edge of the frame to help settle it down, which was a tip I saw, which I think helped a lot. The pumping worked well, the MudMixer worked well. The only issue I had was, like, this part of the chute was getting clogged up with mix a couple times, so I had to like hose it out to get it cleared, and seemed like about 50 is where I wanted my water, which might have something to do with the pump, but I don't know. Pump worked as expected, worked pretty well. I forgot to mention, you definitely need a check valve on your inlet there. That's a swing type check valve, which I haven't used before, but seemed like it worked fine. This Simpson generator seems like it ran everything fine, and I've been pretty happy with this. It always starts easily, and it's like big enough for what I need, but not too big that it's hard to move around. Well, here we are next morning, so it's well set up, but still drying out a little bit. I'll let it sit for a few more days. I was going to do a broom finish on it, but became apparent that my beginner concrete finishing skills were going to leave it plenty rough. So, see, it's the worst slab I ever did, but it's also the best slab I ever did, so got that going for me. I think it'll serve purpose for entryway, although I do need to think about how we're going to do the big one.